Morning. So this morning's song is called Waterfalls. I believe it was by Paul McCartney. So you may live near a waterfall for all I know. Or it may have a significance, like a place you've been as a family or something like that. Also, they gave me the image of that eight-armed goddess. I can't remember what she's called. So that may be important. I think it's the Hindu religion. So we'll see. So the number 8 could be important. And waterfalls. I don't know, maybe you're travelling on the 8th of this month to somewhere near a waterfall. Let's have a look. So today's card is the Mother card, the Empress, and we need her in the upright so that we're growing, not stagnating. It's Abigail, Joshua, Greg, Elaine, Natasha. For me anyway, for you it could be anybody born on that date or living at that number. So let's see. Or it could be a date for your diary, the 3rd. And I've missed her, so where is she? She's still in the box. There she is. 3rd pile. So number 3 is very important, but we are stagnating. There's no growth here. So let's see why. Violent arguments. Be very careful. Look out for danger. Watch your back. In other words, people have got the knives out. Don't turn your back on anyone, but walk away if you can. This is someone that wants to win at all costs. They don't care how they do it. They will cut the nose off to spite the face as long as they win. And you no longer trapped in a mental prison overthinking things. Scorpio and Aries energy there in the distance. So it could be vaguely to do with joint finances or the reproductive organs. and power. But you have got to stand up. There's nothing to fear but fear itself, because where you are now, you're not growing, and you never will. So it could also signify arguments with a woman. There is unreliable, unpredictable friends and friendships, career, finances, Taurus energy. Somebody with a darker complexion, somebody that wears a uniform, any or all of those. There's the Aries energy, the snake in the grass. He doesn't do what he says he's going to do, or she, because if it's an Aries, it could be a man or a woman. Or if it's not the sign, this is a person that never does what they say they're going to do. They don't put the money where the mouth is. They don't take action. And then we have a female who's very clear in her mind that she will sever ties with no second thoughts. She will just do it. She's not interested in emotions. She's switched off. She's detached. But she gives very good advice. So doctor, priest or lawyer, Aquarius energy. She's very, very clear in her mind. Unfinished business here, Sagittarius energy. Lack of stamina. So good at starting things but not on the follow through. Now we have a couple. She's very clear and he's unsure. He's a violent man. So this couple here, we have possibly a Libra and Aquarius. Doesn't matter on gender, those signs, or a couple who are very detached. One could be violent and the other is numb, basically. So she's very clear with the communications. He's actually not saying anything. So what's interesting is there's no major arcanas. So this is an internal struggle that's going on within you, unfinished business, something that needs to be spoken about, but someone's avoiding because they know it's going to get violent. So agriculture, military, those in uniform, Remembrance Day, November the 11th, May the 31st, Memorial Day, let's see. But women especially, and there he is again. So they've given us all the cards. They think that this should tell us what this is about. That's why we do the gravy, we do the extra ones, because obviously we're not going to all realise what that means. But the interesting thing is that we've got 2 men, 1 woman, and violent altercations. In fact, we've got 2 women and 2 men. And the only positive one is the one that's clear of mind, the one that gives good advice, the one that communicates clearly. So if you're going to see a doctor, priest or lawyer, the best one to see is the female, because he doesn't know what he's talking about. He's confused, he's jaded, he gives bad advice. So we need a new team and building new foundations elsewhere. The green light from Spirit for Go. Anything that you're about to start or has 3 years implications, like 3 years of study, will profit and pay off, but it's something new. Yeah. You must turn your back on everything you've ever known or believed to be true. This is the Buddha card. This is the grandparents. This is Walter. This is Millie. This is Buddha leaving the palace with all its riches to follow his true purpose in life. Everything and everyone. Family, material things. He chose his own path, and that's what you must do. Turning your back, and I said that in the beginning. So turn your back. 9 or 27, massively important positive energy. The abdomen, the intestines, hospital doors, health issues, but mostly it's going within. There are traumatic issues from the past, recent or far distant, child abuse or issues with children, or someone returning from the past. There was negative things occurring, and there it is again. So they're all the air signs. So this is about your thoughts and words. Someone is wearing a false mask, pretending to be something they're not, or someone they're not. This is criminal activity, perhaps drugs. Hands, arms, shoulders, siblings, twins, Gemini energy, Mercury, mind games, the 1 and 28, massively important negative energy. The name Doris and Martin could be important. There is love of a kind, but no commitment here, and it requires sacrifice, a lot of it. There's no boundaries. Pisces energy. So then we have the Scorpio, which we had with the Eagle. We have to end this chapter and begin another one. We have to come out of our comfort zone. Something dies so something new can be born. Reproductive organs, shared resources. The number 13. Hannah could be important. And there we have the tall, handsome stranger walking in, or a fire sign child or an immature person who is willing to take the action needed, a fiery nature, but it is warranted because this is a heavy burden that somebody's carrying. So a lot of fire and air fans the flames. So yeah, there it is again. So that's important. Pisces energy. You have to put your boundaries in place. You have to put yourself on the priority list. Love yourself first. You're not very good at it though because it's only a night. So learn to say no. Yeah, there is going to be a passing or an ending. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. It's within 10 weeks. Some of you may actually be going for acupuncture, but for most of us it is an ending. Enough is enough. What's done is done. Stick a fork in me, I'm done. Somebody's had enough. And then you learn to love yourself unconditionally. You've got your emotions in check. There is another man now, someone who's loving unconditionally. This is also Cancer. This is male or female, somebody who loves unconditionally but is in charge of their emotions. They're independent, they stand on their own 2 feet. So Cancer is 21st of June to 21st of July. And they have everything they need. There may be something missing, as in love, but they are financially, emotionally, spiritually independent. Then there is an opportunity coming your way of a new home, a new business, like I said, which will pay off, a proposal, a new life, the colour green, something that your heart desires. An opportunity comes up in the next year and you should grab it with both hands because something is being found out. You'll have a much clearer picture. Artists can be involved, but somebody's been lying, deceiving, taking credit for what you've done, or actually taking your credit card. So, and they will be found out. Wrongdoers will be found out. And we have power and wealth, a Leo energy. Power and wealth comes through this person. Lily, Rose, the lady in blue. It's the positive side of Leo for a change, but somebody is sitting on the fence. They refuse to make a decision. You can't keep spinning all them plates because one of them is going to drop. Yeah, because there is an injustice taking place here. The 8, which we mentioned with the 8-armed goddess, and the 26 could be important. Legal matters, open enemies, partnerships. So the Libra energy is strong in the read, very strong. We've got the Moon, we've got Leo, which isn't strong at all, we've only got one card, and the 12, which is Pisces, which we've got lots of. So 12 houses of prisoners, remember. So somebody may be going to prison and it may be an injustice. The feet and toes, the liver, prisons, institutions, the colour green. She's wearing green. There's green there, there's green there, there's green there, there's green there. It's the heart chakra. But this is also about the feet and toes. We spoke about feet and toes yesterday. Prisons, institutions, return, so something returning from the past, karma, family secrets, hidden enemies, a reconnection, but confinement, feeling imprisoned. So you have to stand up. They've told you, don't let yourself become a prisoner. Reparation for past deeds, so making things right. Sacrifice, surrender, institutions, and the collective unconsciousness. The 12th house of karma and past lives, where the result of past actions and personal and collective are met. Planets lurking in this house indicate a type of karma where is met. The issue that the soul is dealing with and the drives and unconscious reactions that have to be controlled. The sun indicates karma pertaining to, no, it's the moon. The moon points to the mother. Well done, Spirit, because it's the mother energy today, the card, 3 card. Mercury, the mind, yeah, mind games. Venus, we have, is also today's card, love, but a heavy load. The old priest or priestesses, so the high priest is the 2 or 29. So the moon in Leo, the dark, Leo is the things that happen in the dark. So emotionally proud, generous, confident but dominant, playful and self-indulgent. The moon in Leo needs to feel special and dislikes being put down or ignored. So that may be the problem. This person in power does not like being ignored. Jara, yin yang, the yin to your yang. Yara is the number 12, so again we've got the 12th house, we've got Pisces again. There is joy and celebration to be had if you grab this opportunity. Jara is also rosemary, the herb or the name. It is the joy to men when gods make earth to bring forth shining fruits for rich and poor alike. So it doesn't matter what part of society you're in, this is for all of us. The rune is also called Jer by Anglo-Saxons, the letter J or Y. Jera is connected with the yearly cycle of nature, particularly with the harvest and celebration, and we're at harvest time now, that go with it. It also symbolises the strength of the venerable oak, which is Taurus, today's card, and the humble herb of rosemary. It is the rune of joy, of plenty, of rich blessings. It's associated with celebrations connected to Christmas, Yuletide, and it expresses much of the warmth and happiness of this time. In the sense, Jera is symbolically assigned to winter solstice, so 21st of December may be important, when the sun is at its weakest, yet begins to gain strength once more. Jera is a 12th rune and therefore halfway point, so we're at that halfway point. The year also has 12 months, and in recent times the day was in addition held to consist of 12 hours, so there's 1 year. The symbolism of Jera relates to the tragic tale of Balder and Hodor. Two brothers, one was blind, so you may not see something coming, and the devil, Loki, was part of this. The mother tried to protect her child, Balder. So she made all the animals and plants in the universe promise not to harm him, but she forgot about the mistletoe, Christmas again. And Loki persuaded his blind brother, when everybody else was trying to harm Balder because nothing could harm him, to sling a dart of mistletoe. However, being blind, it wouldn't have made any difference. It would have not have harmed him. But Loki, the devil, held his hand. So the dart made from puny mistletoe, the small dart alone hit its mark, and Balder fell down dead, slain by his brother's hand. But all was not lost, for Balder eventually conquered death and was later resurrected. So that's the Scorpio energy. Whatever this is, this something that feels like it's died inside, there will be a resurrection. Jera is connected with endings and new beginnings. Its presence in a reading predicts a time when your present trials, so there's the endings and new beginnings, will end and you can make a fresh, optimistic start. It's associated with a harvest and reaping the rewards of your past. So even if they're bad, something you have done must, even just sitting on the fence and not doing anything, may have caused this. Jera shows your optimism will not be misplaced and that personal success is very likely. A new home or the signing of a contract is also suggested. It may be that you will have to employ the services of professional people, like I said, use the female, not the male, or accountant, a lawyer or accountant. The final seal on some kind of advantageous agreement. The number 12 is a period of 12 months. It does not necessarily mean that you will have to wait that 12 months, but the good times will come again. Just that the abundant luck of the rune may last a considerable period, such as 12 months. After all, it may take some time and effort to reach the successful conclusion of your desire. So, absolutely beautiful. And that got us to 22. Right. 26. There that's that one. Libra in this deck. It's usually Leo, but it's Libra in this deck. The thorn apple. So there's a thorn in our apple, unfortunately. And we had Thursdays the other day, didn't we? 26. So we've got 26, 27, 28. There's no reason why. And 29 we mentioned as well. And now 30. So it could be the end of this month. It is Latin name Datura strabonium. Eat a little, you will go to sleep. Eat a little more, you will have dreams. Eat a little more and you will wake no more. So don't do anything to excess. This is a powerful herb for good and ill. It can be used to gain magical power. That's what this one wants, magical power. It casts glamorous illusions. It bewitches our senses. It is wonderfully psychic, enhancing divination skills, seership and dream work. There is a strong sexual and magnetic quality to this plant that makes it useful for love and lust spells. But the spell will be broken when true love walks in the room. I always say it. So it's associated with Venus, today's card. As a poison, it is ruled by Saturn. So the truth may leave a bitter taste in your mouth. It's a thorny seed pod and can grant protection. It can also be spiritual, if not physical, healer, helping open us up to love and acceptance. People are deeply attracted or deeply repulsed by this, a bit like Marmite. Just as people are attracted or repulsed by witches. Thorn apple has a wonderful white 5-blossomed, looking almost trumpet-like, and they are sometimes referred to as witches' thimbles. The flower leaves us with 4-chambered seed pod, much like a 4-fold heart. The devil's apple or the devil's weed. So we've said the devil so many times now. Loki, number 15. Thorn apple helps us travel in spirit to fly between worlds, open the gates of the heavens up to the depths. Many find this spirit deeply helpful in reconnecting with our ancestors, particularly in our dreams. So your ancestors may be coming to you in your dreams to leave you messages. Awakening our powers of dream magic is a speciality of this plant. It can also help us when we face nightmares or other fears, and nothing to fear but fear itself, of the dark and unknown, which we spoke about. A very active night spirit. The moth is a totem animal, so if you see a moth, it's very good. Thorn apple also stimulates our sexual energy, helping us feel more attractive and enchanting, getting us in touch with our sensual side. So it is in reverse. Thorn apple appears reversed when someone is deceiving us. There we are, yes. Or trying to influence us against our better judgment. It can appear when someone is trying to subtly attack you with dark magic, or when your own delusions are hurting yourself. It calls us to get centered and protect ourselves. Know that you are beautiful, you are powerful, and can go wherever you want. Independence. And finally, we have the duck and the chrysanthemum. Your luck is running out, I'm afraid. Number 10, and it's open to it as well. So the phrase the lucky duck, so Whitby, the glass ducks, what we have, isn't just a light-hearted rhyme. Ducks can be symbolic of good fortune. In ancient Egypt, ducks were associated with riches, especially gold, and frequently given as offerings to the gods. Likewise, chrysanthemums bursting forth with long and elegant petals signify abundance. Luck can be fickle and mysterious force, but it is also, as the Roman philosopher Seneca once mused, what happens when preparation meets opportunity. So be prepared for this opportunity. Take care to get your ducks in a row. Do some research before you take action and avoid a misstep. How can you prepare for the future? Your destiny is mutable. It's not set